New designs are available now at the Anime America Teespring store. We've got the first episode impressions t-shirt, and yeah, these two will be explained in the video. If you'd like to grab any of these shirts, just click on the link down below to check out the Anime America Teespring store. Also, these 3 designs will be retired from the store by the end of May, so be sure to check these out before it's too late. Oh, and we also have more Sumi plushies available for purchase. Just email me at animeamericapodcast@gmail.com if you're interested in buying one of these demonic furballs for yourself. Alright, enough plugging for me. Let's do this. Viewer discretion is definitely advised, as this video will be featuring mature content such as violence, gore, swearing, and non-consensual stuff, so yeah. I completely understand if you can't watch the video due to the extreme subjects at hand, but if you wish to keep watching, I just wanted to let you know. This one's gonna be a doozy. So with everything I've said about the first 2 episodes, will I continue to watch? Yeah, I probably will. Mostly because I figure y'all want me to do a full what am I watching with this show, but I honestly want to see more from this. I know this is dark and it's not for everyone, but I'm honestly interested to see more. I'll write this out and let you know what it's like when I review the whole show eventually. You get used to it. What am I watching? So, here I am. I've watched all 12 episodes of Redo of Healer, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. So many people hyped me up about this anime like it would be the worst thing I'd ever see. Even when I announced that I would do a first episode impressions video about this infamous title, many asked if I would turn this into a what am I watching review, which would require me to watch all 12 episodes. Many of you wished me luck and hoped for the best, like you knew this would be the one to break me. Well, after watching all 12 episodes and taking a few sips of wine to help me think about what the hell I just watched, I'm honestly taking a few steps back, looking at Redo of Healer as a whole, and thinking to myself, well, that was something. Redo of Healer started off as a light novel series written by Rui Tsukiyo and illustrated by Shio Konbu. It began serialization online in December 2016 on the user-generated novel publishing website Shosetsuka ni Naro, and later on, Kadokawa Sneaker Bunker acquired the rights for official publishing. Since October 2017, a manga adaptation was produced by Kadokawa Shoten's Young Ace-Up website with art by Soken Haga. Wouldn't you know it? The story got popular enough to get its own anime that would be released by January 2021 and produced by Studio TNK, the same studio that brought you, The plot is basically about a young man named Keyaru accepting his destiny to become the hero of healing, and must join up with the other destined heroes to protect his kingdom from deadly demons. Things don't really go according to plan, however, as the Princess Flare, who's also the hero of magic, treats Keyaru like trash while allowing other people to abuse and exploit him. While fighting the Demon King, Keyaru is able to retrieve the Philosopher's Stone, which allows him the ability to travel back in time before he became a hero and creating a way for him to keep all of his memories of the future. Realizing how corrupt the kingdom is, Keyaru vows revenge. Revenge on those who have wronged him, abused him, molested him, and exploited him, while vowing to bring the entire kingdom into complete ruin. And that right there was a mild summary. Okay, so we all knew this, but Redo of Healer is just revenge porn.
I don't know what I expected.
It is nothing more than Keyaru working towards getting sweet vengeance on the kingdom that royally screwed him in more ways than one, while also forming his own harem. And now you know where the porn aspect kicks in. It is nothing but vengeance, messed up punishments, and sex scenes. But is it the worst anime I've ever seen? No, not even close. I mean, I'm not here to praise it as a misunderstood masterpiece, because it's not. Seeking vengeance and justice is attached so deep into our human souls that we can't help but connect to these stories. We would never want to be in Keyaru's shoes, and we feel bad for him, so we watch to see what he will do with his unlimited power. Redo of Healer is just another revenge story to me, but it comes off as a powerhouse fantasy at the same time. And that's not really common when you compare it to other revenge stories. The most classic example I can bring up is the mid-1800s fictional novel by Alexandre Dumas, The Count of Monte Cristo. And I'm just gonna summarize the plot briefly since last I checked we're supposed to be talking about redo of Healer. The Count of Monte Cristo stars a promising young man named Edmond Dantès who gets framed for treason by some jealous adversaries and is sent to prison for life. Several years later, and with the help of an elder inmate, Edmond escapes prison and finds a hidden treasure buried on the island of Monte Cristo. With his newfound wealth and knowledge, he returns home to get his revenge on the 4 men who ruined his life, while also rewarding those who tried to help him. While this is a revenge story, it is framed in a way that still makes Edmond sympathetic and morally sound. Yes, he takes pleasure on making his enemies suffer, but there is a moment where his actions cause the deaths of 2 innocent bystanders, which causes him to step back and think if his path for revenge is going too far. This is a way for the audience to know that he still has some moral integrity within him, unlike his foes. Then we have the darker version of this story, Sweeney Todd, a mid-1800s series first published as a penny dreadful series that later on turned into one of my favorite musicals by Stephen Sondheim. The story stars a barber named Benjamin Barker living a wonderful life with his wife Lucy and their baby daughter Joanna. A jealous judge named Turpin wanted Lucy for himself, so he frames Benjamin of a horrible crime and sends him far away from London. Over a decade later, Benjamin returns under the alias Sweeney Todd and vows vengeance on the judge that stole his life. He tries to find his family, only to find out his wife poisoned herself after she was taken advantage of by Turpin, and their daughter became his ward. When his first attempt at vengeance fails, Sweeney Todd snaps, and he decides to enact his revenge on the entire town by killing most of his customers and having his assistant, Mrs. Lovett, turn the corpses into meat pies. As you would. Towards the end of the story, Sweeney kills a homeless woman who could have ruined his attempt to get his vengeance. But the judge finds his way back to the barbershop and his vengeance is finally complete. Unfortunately, while Sweeney was helping Lovett burn away the bodies, he discovers that the old homeless woman that he just killed was his beloved wife, Lucy. As Monte Cristo showed us how Edmund enacted his revenge while still maintaining his humanity, mostly, Sweeney Todd shows us how revenge can take us down a regretful path we may not be able to turn back from. He eventually gets his revenge and took his anger out on the town, but it came at a terrible cost. And there's been plenty of revenge stories that balance back and forth between justice and chaos. We either watch to see the wronged individual get the justice they deserve, or walk down a dark path that takes away more than what they lost before. Redo of Healer, on the other hand, takes a look at both concepts and thinks, well, that's nice. When you look at how Redo of Healer is set up, it is so over the top and ridiculous that you can't help but watch more. In order for this intense revenge story to work while still giving Keyaru some form of sympathy, the story's villains have to be written in a sense where they are far beyond redeeming. Their actions have to be so cruel and inhumane that everything Keyaru does back to them makes you think, can you blame the guy? Keyaru is broken. He's not a hero, not a villain. He is the creation of a severely corrupted society. This was him before he was a hero, and here he is after. You're not here to cheer for his actions, but to see what he can do and how he can create even worse fates for his enemies. I mean, they locked him up in a dungeon, got him addicted to drugs, made him bark like a dog, had several people exploit him in numerous ways, and beat him to near death every night for 4 years. Not to mention they're severely racist towards other races, and will either enforce slavery or genocide onto them. So these people are literally the worst. Naturally, whenever he comes face to face with anyone that wronged him, he has to do what he can to capture them and make them learn their lesson somehow. Princess Flare was the one who started his torture while treating him lower than dirt. So he decides to torture her in a game that involves breaking her fingers one by one, ow, making her choose between him or a searing hot poker, ooh, and uses his power to erase her memory while changing her face so she'll become an obedient waifu. Ironic, because that's honestly the last thing she would ever want to be. Her captain of the guards wants his vengeance against Keyaru after everything he did to him, so he captures some of the villagers from his hometown to lure him out. Sadly, one of the villagers was Keyaru's mother figure, Anna, and she dies from being tortured by the captain. Wanting to seek vengeance for himself, himself and on her behalf. He literally changes the captain's gender and leaves her in a room full of men doped up on serious aphrodisiacs. I wasn't kidding when he said he was gonna make him learn a lesson, but damn! And I'm gonna spoil the details of these last two characters because I can't help myself, but skip ahead to this time frame to avoid spoilers. I honestly can't decide who had the worst fate. Blade used her position and power to beat up Keyaru in the first timeline, but also gets away with molesting all the women in every town she visits. Keyaru decides, yeah, that's Keyaru. Keyaru changed his gender for this mission. Help me. Keyaru decides to pair her up with 3 doped up men that have to be pleased until dawn or else they'll eat her alive. Needless to say, she did not make it. Oh. But then we have Flair's little sister, Norn. Yes, she has a little sister, and she may be worse. What is this show? Norn carries through with the plan to kill every demon, whether they're friendly or not. So she's basically pro-genocide, while also allowing the royal knights to torture and kill Keyaru's former villagers. Here they are on a pedestal, ready to lure out Keyaru, and they promise that they'll set them all free, but she allows them to poison the villagers, so either way, they were all going to die. Oh, this bitch. The punishment she receives doesn't really involve death, but alright, let's do this. Wheel of fuckery. Turn. Tell us the fate the bitch has earned. Incest! Wait, incest. No, stop! So she basically gets the same treatment as her sister, with her memory erased and even given a new face, but she's diagnosed with Oni-chan fetish. There's no saving her. So there you have it. A tale of a hero wronged by society, so he turns back time to get his revenge while hooking up with 5 waifus. And I'm pretty sure they're pro-polygamy, if you know what I'm saying. To those with morally high standards, this show is an abomination that didn't have to exist. Those who really couldn't give a damn like me, they see Rita of Healer for what it is. An over-the-top revenge pornography shining on top of a large pile of trash. Regardless, this is still not the worst anime I've seen because it provided some form of entertainment. I kept watching because I wanted to see how far he would go with his vengeance and see the creatively messed up punishments he could provide. I'm still interested to watch more because Keyaru still has one hero to face. And I'm getting uncomfortable pedo vibes with this one, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one get his comeuppance. This is a show that cannot be taken seriously, and I can't stress that enough. The villains are over the top horrific. His powers are so overpowered and unlimited that it often doesn't make any sense, and you're basically watching a madman tear up a town while getting laid every day and night. Don't judge it for its topic, but don't take anything from this show seriously. It's a revenge, powerhouse fantasy that's more of a ride than a story. Don't think, don't question any of this, just sit back and grab some popcorn. If anything, the only thing I ever questioned in the whole show was why he felt more threatened by Princess Norn's bodyguard than the actual hero that was one of his torturers. He looks at her with such anger in his heart, only to panic when he sees this guy? Why? Who is he? Wait, what's his name? Hawkeye? Well, no wonder he's scared. The princess hired a frickin' Avenger over here! Overall, Rito of Healer is a trip. I will not consider it as the worst thing I've ever seen, as I was more entertained with this than other shows, but I won't defend it as a misunderstood gem. There's nothing to misunderstand. Rito of Healer is honest with what it is and delivers exactly what it promises. Some will watch it for fun, while others will find it way too disgusting to watch, and that is completely understandable. And as if it needs to be said, please don't be Keyaru. Sure, life is hard and it can be unfair, but you shouldn't use this show as some sort of inspiration to, you know, direct your feelings towards a broken system that keeps ignoring you, that keeps pushing you aside no matter how hard you worked and will constantly throw you under the bus. No, vengeance is not always the answer. Rito of Healer is fiction, and we are in reality. You just have to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws at you. No matter how tempting vengeance can be.
Oh look, I received a link from Robyn. I wonder what Goosh Goosh is?
Ah, she'll be fine. I do this to her all the time. Oh, what's this? Yeah, it's a tweet from the creator of Rito of Healer saying he's actually shocked to see a rise in female viewers for the anime. Well then.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
What do you want?
A dish best served cold. Is it ice cream? No, revenge!
Creeper. Oh man.
Damn!
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Hey everybody, we're all gonna get laid!
Revenge rampage!
Dear Diary, jackpot.
Right!
お前を愛してるのも俺だけなんだよ。
FBI, open up!
その格好も似合うな。
This better not awaken anything in me.
I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah.
Not even a shit's length of time in hell and already plotting revenge. I can respect a man with that sort of passion.
Did they ever make a mistake to mess with me?
I am swiftly regretting every life choice I have ever made.
You'll see me, but it's the last time that filthy scum has gotta go. By tonight, it will be over when I strike the fatal blow.
Now get out of my face! Maybe you should get out of your face! And no, I'm not playing this because I have unresolved issues with an ex of mine. I'm playing it because it looks fun. But if I start screaming, die, you spawn of Satan, just roll with it, okay?
早く会いたいな、可愛いケヤル。
I don't like where this is going.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Hello? Yes, I'd like a therapist, please. Yes, all of them.
And there you go, my review of Rito of Healer is done. This was honestly a really hard review to type up, but it's here. Enjoy. I'm gonna go watch other shows, like maybe Wonder Egg Priority or something. And honestly, you're gonna hear mixed things about this show, so let me know in the comment section, what do you think of Rito of Healer? Do you just take it for what it is and don't take it seriously, or do you think it's just too disgusting and should be exiled from our own existence? Seriously, that's how some people talk about this show. Just have some fun, leave a comment down below, and just be kind to each other, okay? It can really help out the channel if you leave a like on this video and share with all of your friends. And of course, I want to give a huge thank you to our amazing Patreon supporters for keeping this channel alive. This is what I do for you guys. I watch revenge porn just for you. Love you. Thank you all so much for watching this video. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned to Anime America.